Ad Astra is this year's Interstellar, after a sense. I mean, the soundtrack wasn't made by recording someone who had fallen asleep on that organ. The dialogue sounds like it was written by someone who was actually conversed with what we in the trade call a human being, as well as some characters featuring actual emotions. Limited emotions to be sure, but they are there. Also, the whole thing doesn't have the air of a pulpy sci-fi adventure being written by a slightly dull geography teacher. Ad Astra, which of course you all know comes from the Latin tag per ardua ad astra, or through struggle to the stars, has the air of a pulpy sci-fi adventure written by a slightly dull and occasionally distracted philosophy and ethics teacher. I mean, the plot's straight out of an episode of Flash Gordon, as astronaut Rory McBride undertakes a mission across an unforgiving solar system to uncover the truth about his missing father and his doomed exhibition that now, 30 years later, threatens the universe. Space 2001 has also been thrown in the blender, and one other which definitely falls into spoiler territory in a review, but you'll suss out about 20 minutes in if you're a fan of classic films, or if you've ever been an...
You're an errand boy, sent by grocery clerks to collect a bill.
But away from incredibly subtle hints, we find an insane amount to love about this film. I mean, it just looks amazing. I wasn't able to catch an IMAX screening, and I seriously feel like I missed out because, as a result, I wasn't blown away by the visuals of outer space or simply by Brad Pitt's acting. Seriously, if he doesn't get something for this role, then cinema really has no sense of justice. And this film has stunning things to look at in abundance, whether it's the amazing opening scene, a tense, probably superfluous scene about halfway through, which, whilst tenser and more effective than some horror films, didn't really need to be there. Did it, film? Also, that was pretty much the film's only misstep with its visuals. Otherwise, this film rarely puts a foot wrong. Although, I don't think it's going to make classic status. It falls just a hair's breadth short of that, and in a film this good, it's only the little things that I can pick up on. There's a fine line between satirising product placement and just featuring product placement. I was never quite sure why one main character did what they did, and I was expecting some more debate about some of the film's themes. Brad's character is, for the first half of the film, pretty passive, and are you really going to hire Liv Tyler and give her literally nothing to do? There's a sense of inevitability about the whole thing which lends the film a dreamlike quality. I mean, visually, it is up there with Blade Runner 2049, named after the number of people who actually saw the thing, but there was just something holding this film back from greatness, which is a shame, as on one level it's this epic but realistic space opera, and another it's about what it means to be human and the bonds we have with each other. Ad Astra is the most visually stunning film I've seen all year. It's incredibly acted, shot, lit, and should be seen on the biggest screen you can find it on. It's vast in scale and yet intimate, all centred by career best work from Pitt. It's exciting at times, thought-provoking in others, but there was just something that stopped it from reaching the heights it should have and allowed me to love it in the way that I want to. Maybe they should have gotten the soundtrack from recording someone asleep on their organ after all. So this is a very, very reluctant see it. But what did you guys think? And what is your favourite space opera? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, this is A Dunking. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.